It was just another quiet morning in the suburbs of Perth. The shower was running. The birds chirped faintly outside. A teenage boy called out for his mom. Once, then again. Silence. He didn't know it yet, but the moment he opened that bathroom door, everything would change forever. Behind that door wasn't just a tragedy. It was a betrayal buried in silence, and a plan set in motion by the one person no mother ever expects to fear. To the outside world, Andre and Gracie were living a dream life. Influencers, young parents, wrapped in designer clothes and filtered smiles. Their Instagram was a curated vision of success. Lavish trips, Range Rovers, love-filled captions. But behind the lens, Andre was losing himself. Gracie thrived in the spotlight. She built her empire, earning over $170,000 a year. Andre, he had dropped out of university to manage her career. He handled the deals, the finances, the posts, but he remained invisible. Earning just $20,000 a year, he began to feel like a ghost in someone else's dream. He tried to stay hopeful. He poured his time into cryptocurrency, telling himself that someday his efforts would pay off, that he too would succeed. But hope turned to frustration, and frustration to quiet desperation. Behind every filter and post was a young man drowning in debt and self-doubt. Colleen Rebello was a woman who believed in structure, education, and love. A mother of four who rebuilt her life after divorce, returning to school at 58 to start a new career in healthcare. She believed in her children, even when she worried. Late at night, she'd talk to her sister. "Will this influencer life last?" she'd ask. "Is Andre happy? Or just pretending?" But no matter her doubts, she stayed steady, supportive, loving. She was the anchor her family didn't realize they needed. May 25th, 2020. A regular morning. Colleen was supposed to drop Fabian off at work by 10 a.m. She never missed a ride, never forgot. But at 2 p.m., Fabian clocked out, and she wasn't there. He called her phone. Once. Then again, 13 times. Still nothing. When he walked home, the house was silent, except for the shower. Running. And when he called out her name, silence again. He opened the bathroom door. Colleen was there. But not standing. Not alive. She was kneeling, slumped against the tiled wall. Her watch was still on, her jewelry untouched. No anti-slip mat. None of it made sense. He pulled her into the center of the room, tried CPR with shaking hands, but her skin was cold, and her silence permanent. An autopsy revealed nothing. No signs of injury, no cause of death. Police found no forced entry, no missing items. Everything pointed to natural causes. But Fabian and his siblings knew something was wrong. Their mother was healthy, and those small details, her watch, her jewelry, the mat, none of it fit. Then weeks later came the twist. An insurance company contacted police. Someone had tried to claim over $1 million in life insurance. 3 new policies, all in Colleen's name, all signed just 1 week before she died. All listing one beneficiary, Andre. No mention of his siblings, no shared estate, just him. The paperwork was riddled with lies. Wrong birth dates, forged medical reports, a fake psychiatric evaluation. Even a will digitally generated with Andre as the sole heir. And incredibly, he used AI to create a fake voice recording. A ghost of his mother's voice constructed by a machine to validate the fraud. It was chilling, calculated, cold. Andre claimed she asked him to do it, that Colleen wanted him to handle everything to protect the family. But no one believed him, especially not when he redirected all her mail to himself. Even while Fabian and Monique still lived in her home, the betrayal was real, and worse, it was personal. Then came the witness, Colleen's sister. She remembered seeing a car outside Colleen's house that day, 1:30 p.m., the same car Andre and Gracie later drove to the funeral. Andre had lied. He had been there that day. Longer than he claimed. Gracie had called him 12 times. He didn't answer. She didn't even know where he'd gone. Police bugged the house, placed microphones, hidden cameras. For months they listened. watched. Gracie didn't know about the insurance. When she found out, she was livid. She begged him to tell the truth. "If you did this," she whispered one night, "you'll go to prison." Andre didn't deny it. In fact, he was planning to flee once the money arrived. Behind the filtered life was a mountain of debt. The Range Rover? Financed. The house? Rented. Vacations? Sponsored. They owed over $120,000. Rent unpaid. Car overdue. Gracie had a $40,000 tax bill and didn't even know it. And Andre's crypto investments? After 3 years, they were worth $22. This wasn't a plan. It was a collapse. In November 2022, Andre was arrested. His trial began in 2024. No weapon, no marks, no clear cause of death, but small bruises, inconsistent timelines, erased browser history, forged documents, a motive soaked in desperation. On December 5th, 2024, the verdict came. Guilty of murder. He didn't shoot. He didn't stab. He didn't scream. But he planned. He forged. And in silence, he killed. This wasn't just a crime. It was a quiet erasure of a mother's love. Colleen didn't die from illness. She died from trust, from the belief that her son would never harm her. Sometimes, evil doesn't come in black clothes or with blood on its hands. Sometimes, it smiles in family photos. It drives the carpool. It says, "I love you," before signing a forged will. In a world obsessed with appearances, Colleen's story reminds us, the most dangerous lies are the ones told by the people we think we know best.